very hard-fought campaign and a challenge from Debbie Mucarsel-Powell, but as you saw there, and it was close earlier, but Rick Scott pulls away and wins re-election in his office now.
Yeah, it's a race that our state's certainly been keeping a close eye on. We want to bring in Fox 13's Evan Moon live in Estero, where Rick Scott and his campaign are tonight. Evan, how are they celebrating the win?
Well, you can hear the music. There's been a ton of people all night, but it's official. Rick Scott will keep his job for another 6 years. He won his second term in the U.S. Senate. People have been here since 6 p.m., around 7 p.m. Rick Scott came in, but this race was called really early. It's way different from his first election to be in the U.S. Senate. He only won Florida by 10,000 votes, but this time it was called early. By about 8:30 p.m., he came out and he talked to his supporters. Loud music was playing. They were very excited. Here's some of that sound.
Every person in this room has a dream. My dream is that every child, I don't care the color of their skin, their religion, where they were born, has a chance to live the dream of this country. If that's true, it's a hell of a country. And that's what we're going to do.
Now, Rick Scott has outlined a lot of his hot-button issues. He has a signature proposal called Rescue America, which outlines the economy and inflation, border crime, all things that he wants to take on. But this has been an expensive and heated race. Rick Scott allegedly spent over $40 million in the state on ads. I know a lot of us have seen those, talking about law enforcement supporting him and his daughter going through IVF treatments. But again, he was very different than his Democratic opponent, and that worked out for him. It paid off. He had his victory speech here in the state, and he can continue his long history in the state. Now, of course, before the Senate, he served 2 terms, 8 years as Florida governor, so he will continue to be in the state. Now, this is just the beginning of Scott's election. He says next week he will also be vying for Senate leadership. So this race has huge implications for him right now. And again, that race next week for Senate leadership, he's hoping to push out Mitch McConnell in that role. So that will be big, and we'll have more reporting on that, I assume, next week. Back to you guys.
Evan, are you at Club Scott? I mean, they are pumping the dance music in there.
Rocking and rolling.
It's hard to keep my thoughts straight, for sure. It's loud.
Who is DJing?
I don't know.
I was wondering if it was that giant snake from one of the ads we saw. That was
Rick Scott himself is DJing up there.
Okay,
right.
well, he's on the ones and twos, mixing it well. All right, thanks, Evan.
Truly one of the more memorable